name is Percy The Platypus. I have been selected from among hundreds of thousands of other platypi to be your host for this evening. I would like to introduce to you a proud presentation of the story of Evel Genius and the Clones.
Hello, we are Evel Genius and the Clones.
Working hard, and that's good for the psychopathic brain.
And if I feel that things get unruly at times, I'm called to give my own commentary and try to be as objective as I can. Hopefully I'm removed enough from the genetic strain in the cloning process to be impartial. We shall see as the special unfolds. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring you Evel Genius and the Clones.
This is Evel Genius from Evel Genius and the Clones. I assume that you are the original Evel.
Absolutely.
We are clones. You will be assimilated.
The others are all clones.
All clones. I'm the original.
And we're from Evel Genius and the Clones.
Now, what were you just playing there?
Oh, that's one of these days. One of these days, I am going to learn soon. Probably our next single or the one after. I wrote that one. A little bit of help from Dave, our guitar player.
One of these days, one of these days.
And
You know Dave Justin, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's joined us on guitar recently.
Yes. He was in the clip for Don't Bring Me Down, the Eric Burdon cover.
I will make. I'm ready to give as well as take. One thing I need is your respect. One thing I can't take is your neglect. Girl, I need your tender love, and troubles are easy to rise above. Oh no, don't bring me down. I beg you, no, 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 no.
Hi, my name's Marty, and I love to party, and my name's Marty, and I don't know if that's why my name is Marty, but it is why I like to party, because I do like to party, not because my name's Marty, but because I like to party. Personally, I think the whole rock and roll explosion was overrated. I think a lot of it came down with jazz. You know, I'm gonna do a series one day called Martin Scorsese Presents the Blues. I'm gonna have all these modern artists doing all these interpretations of blues classics. I'm gonna do a piece about Skip James, and a piece about J.B. Lenoir, and everybody's gonna think I'm this really brilliant blues aficionado who knows everything, but I just got all these cats to make these films for me, and I just bankrolled the whole thing and take all the credit, because I'm a fucking genius.
Now, Adrian.
They say life begins at 40. Age is just the state of mind.
I am a musician and I do play all these instruments. But not very much. Because most of my time is dedicated to archiving.
He's kind of a computer whiz. So we just have to show up and be musicians, which is nice.
That's all part of the archiving process. Drums, piano leaking through the mic, bass, piano.
He is our texturizer. He brings out the vibe.
Horns.
But you never know. You just never know what is going to survive remote posterity, and that's always been a fascination of mine.
It's pretty random.
That the way history is told varies from generation to generation. Not just what's included and excluded, but the way the facts are spun.
He's not our leader, he is our guru.
Now, I would just like to make my own interjection at this point. Evel Genius, I mean, he got a lot of brains, got a lot of brawn, got a lot of talent, got a lot of everything, you know? He's the nastiest, most dangerous motherfucker in the business. But in my opinion, the cat got no soul. Adrian Pendleton, this cat, he got soul in bucketfuls, man. He got the brains too, but he got no ego, you know? You know this man, you know he loves you, you know he loves children, you know he loves animals, you know he loves his music, and he ain't in it for the money, and he ain't in it for the glory. Evel Genius, you know, got a lot of charisma and all that, but you just never know when he's being played by this cat.
12 string. And it was no guarantee against a terrible day. I don't like the way that sounds. In a terrible day, it's a da-da-da-da. It's a really good, I don't know, it should be sort of something a bit more up than terrible day. Like wonderful day almost, you know what I mean? I feel so misunderstood. I did all that I could. I tried not to get in your way. I tried every day. Try as I may. The enemy sometimes will still have their way. Try as I may. Be that this isn't my day. I have not sung in about 2 years and I can't do it. It's really freaky.
What about Errol?
Said I want that man right out of my house. I said I want that man right out of my house. I said I want that man.
Errol's an idiot.
I personally think that's out of line.
I heard he had to be bailed out of the slammer recently.
Yeah.
What was that about?
Well, you know, Errol and his infinite wisdom, Errol Gunn we're talking about, the
Bass player.
idiot bass player. He thought in his infinite wisdom that it might be good publicity for the band if he planned a bank robbery. You know, and you know, you try to tell bass players to stick to what they're good at, and naturally he bungled the whole thing, which was fortunate for him because he only went away for a couple of months. But, you know, he's on probation.
Now, if I was Errol Gunn, I personally wouldn't take that. I mean, who does this Evel Genius think he is? You know, the cat's genetically identical. How can he come over superior? I mean, I'll admit to you, Errol is a little vain, he's a little stupid, he's a little fruity, but, you know, he's a nice cat. He wouldn't hurt a flea or a platypus.
Like I said, our guitar player, Dave, he plays bass just as well anyway. So the only advantage to having Errol there is so we can play live. You know, he's on thin ice. And,
How does he feel about it all?
well, he behaves better when he's on thin ice. You know? He behaves like he's on probation, and it's actually quite good. We're getting better results out of him since his trouble.
You may have thought you could fool me twice, but you should have taken your own advice. Sometimes it's better to just be nice, like you told me.
So you've got enough for an album, obviously.
We've got enough for 2 albums.
Now, for all those of you wondering about what Phelt Triangle means, it means this. I, me, mine.
I think Phelt Triangle wants to be seen by the world. I think he wants his guitar playing and his harmonica playing, and, you know, I think he wants to be worshipped. And so, you know, as a friend, I'm just giving him the opportunity for that to happen. It's got nothing to do with me at all.
I see.
I, me, mine. Not the song of the same name, but the book of the same name. I, me, mine. Now you go research that and figure it out for yourselves. Personally, I don't want to waste any more time on the subject.
Every now and then, something will poke its head up through the ocean like the tip of an iceberg, and we'll put that out on YouTube. But there's a wealth of material that's being worked on below sea level all the time, a huge volume of material, and you know, I'm not saying we're going to get anything out this week or this year even. We're not going to get anything out this year because it's December. But I'm determined to keep chipping away at the ice until the ice resembles sculpture rather than ice. I'm sure it'll happen, because I'm not going to let up until it does. We've got a hell of a lot of material and it's all very exciting. The band's all very excited about it. Keeps throwing in off-the-wall ideas that aren't in the plan, and we keep getting sidetracked in glorious ways.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been our incredible pleasure to be watching you through this computer of yours.
You've also done a cover by Neil Young, Wondering. How did that come about?
Well, that was before Adrian had joined us. We were still trying to find direction. Errol was in the Slammer at the time, So Dave and I just tried to get the ball rolling with something that was nice and fun for us to play together as guitar players. You know, Dave and I really looked like clones. We had the same hair, the same beard. You wouldn't know that we were two different guys.
If you come home, I'm hoping that you'll be my lady. I'm wondering if I'll be alone, knowing that I need you to save me.
And my girlfriend Jeannie came over and sang with us. It was just a really nice vibe, and that ended up being the first thing we put out.
I'm wondering